If you're seeing a Tinkercad error when ungrouping objects, or you click Ungroup and absolutely nothing happens, don't worry, you're not alone. This is usually caused by a geometry issue, a stuck browser session, or a shape that can no longer be broken apart the normal way. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most effective fixes, step by step, so you can get your design working again without wasting time. And if this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Tinkercad tips and CAD troubleshooting guides. Let's start with the first and most common fix, which is the duplicate reset. Sometimes Tinkercad's Ungroup history gets stuck inside your current browser session, and the simplest way to force it to rebuild the object properly is to make a copy from the dashboard. Go to your Tinkercad dashboard, find the design that's giving you trouble, click the gear icon on that project, and choose Duplicate. This creates a fresh version of the file and often rebuilds the geometry from scratch on the server side. In many cases, the duplicate will ungroup normally even while the original file stays stuck with the error. So if your first file is not responding, always try duplicating it before you do anything more complicated. Next, check whether the object was turned into a created shape or flattened mesh. If you or someone else used the Create Shape option and saved that object into your creations, Tinkercad may no longer treat it like a normal editable group. Instead, it becomes a single flat solid object. That means the original grouping history is gone, and Tinkercad cannot reconstruct the individual pieces anymore. A quick way to check this is to select the object and look at the Ungroup button. If the Ungroup icon is grayed out or it refuses to do anything, that is often a sign that the object is now a permanent single mesh. In that case, there may not be a true Ungroup option available because the parts were merged into one final shape. Now let's move on to nested grouping, or what you can think of as reversing the Boolean tree. This happens when your model includes multiple layers of smaller groups inside one bigger group. Tinkercad has to work backward through each layer of math to separate everything again, and if you rush it, the tool can appear to fail. The important thing here is not to spam the Ungroup button. Click Ungroup once, then wait for the green or red progress bar at the bottom to finish fully. After that, click it again only if another grouping layer still remains. If you keep clicking too fast, Tinkercad may freeze, lag, or return a geometry error. And if you just grouped something a moment ago and it suddenly broke, the better option is usually Ctrl+Z instead of using Ungroup. Undo works locally in your browser RAM, so it is often more reliable than the server-side Ungroup command. Another issue that causes this error is a stuck shape generator. If your design contains a gear, bolt, text object, or another generator-based shape, Tinkercad sometimes struggles to reload the original parameters when you try to ungroup it. In that situation, one of the best fixes is to duplicate the object directly on the workplane using Ctrl+D, and then try to ungroup the copied version. This can refresh the object and make it respond properly again. It's a simple trick, but it can save you a lot of frustration when a generator shape refuses to behave. If none of that works, the problem may not even be the object itself. Sometimes the ungroup command actually succeeds, but your browser has not finished drawing the result yet. That can make it look like nothing happened. Try a force refresh with Ctrl+F5 and see if the design updates correctly. You should also check your browser settings and make sure hardware acceleration is turned on. Go to Browser Settings, open the System section, and confirm that Use Hardware Acceleration is enabled. If your computer is struggling to render all the individual pieces, it may look like the ungroup failed, even when the command actually went through. So to quickly recap, if Tinkercad gives you an ungrouping objects error, start with the duplicate reset, then check whether the object was flattened into a created shape. Then try ungrouping one layer at a time. Use Ctrl+Z when possible, duplicate stuck generator shapes, and finally refresh your browser or turn on hardware acceleration if the display is lagging. One of these fixes usually solves the issue. If this video helped you solve your Tinkercad ungroup error, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you want more Tinkercad troubleshooting tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.